As athletes, we have very high expectations of ourselves. We have high expectations for how the season's gonna go, how we're gonna perform, and so does everyone else. What happens when something like that is taken away from you, or your identity is taken away? So that's what we're here to talk about today, as I'm Hayden with the Collegiate Balance Project, and we're gonna be breaking it down, steps of what you should do if you're feeling overwhelmed, lost your identity, dealing with an injury. So let's get into it. I think as a unit, us college athletes can agree that the hardest thing about it isn't even the actual sport and what we've been doing our whole lives. Because at the end of the day, we've been playing this sport our whole lives. Why would we doubt? Why would we have doubts about the thing we only know? But there are times when you get performance anxiety. Maybe you're dealing with some burnout or an injury. And those things happen to all athletes. But there is ways you can control your mental space, control your mind to get over those obstacles that every one of us faces. How to balance life, how to balance our personal life while also competing at a high level and staying on a good trajectory with our sport to succeed in higher levels. So I'm here to share some strategies or tips for each one of those. And if you find yourself in a mental space like that, use one of these to maybe get you out and back on that track to compete at a high level while still maintaining a positive mindset. In my opinion, burnout is one of the worst. I may be currently dealing with that. It's tough when you've been playing a sport for so long, know so much about it, have had a lot of success within it, and then you just feel like it's not your calling anymore. But that's where we need to look back and remember why we started. What's the reason we lace up those cleats, put those shoes on the court every night? And you need to find that as a person. There's a reason you choose to wake up for early workouts. You choose to go to practice every single day. So you need to go back and find that reason, find that fun that little kid was having when they were just simply out there throwing a ball around, hitting a ball around, And that brings us happiness. Our sport does bring us happiness, whether we admit it or not. But sometimes we take it a little too seriously and forget that it is just a game that we are playing in this thing we call life with so much opportunity. Performance anxiety, at least for me, in my opinion, I can give on it, is quite simple. Go work harder. See, anxiety and doubt comes from a lack of preparation. And if you've truly been putting in the work every single day to get yourself a little bit better every single day, there should be no doubt in your mind that you are prepared and ready to go play your sport, go to battle, and compete against other people. Sports is a lot about confidence. It's a lot about just simply wanting it more than the other person, especially in a game like I play, baseball. It's hard to hit a ball. It's hard to throw a ball. So who's just going to want to do it more? It's really what it comes down to. One of the more unfortunate turnouts to a player's season or whatever time frame that may be is an injury. You got two types of injuries. You have stress injuries, one that you may do to yourself, and the other one is an impact injury, something out of your control that you couldn't tell was going to happen. And those are unfortunate. Everyone deals with them, some extreme, some not. But those are just the times you got to find yourself and Focus on the next steps. Focus on what's in front of you, the recovery, the strength. What can you do? What can't you do, and what can you do? If you hurt your ankle, you better be working on that upper body, just anything that can still improve you every day, so that when you do return and you are clear to play, that you are back to being prepared and you are back to being competitive and ready for that next time that you are in that game and you need to come through. And I know this video may make it seem like I'm saying it's simple, but it's really not. Like I said at the beginning of the video, emotions steer us. Our thoughts are what we do. So I fill in your mind with more positive thoughts than negative thoughts should be a daily goal for everybody. So I know when you face a mental challenge like the ones I listed, it is very hard. It takes a toll on your emotions. And I know the way I did explain them, or the strategies for you in case you are faced with something dangerous like that. And believe me, I'm fully aware that dealing with stuff like this, a mental challenge like one of these, is a lot harder done than said. You know, it takes time. Everything takes time. Time heals. But at some points, I think us athletes make them a little bigger than they really need to be. If you can stay focused, stay organized, and sometimes dealing with these obstacles in life tend to come a little easier if you're prepared. So in the grand scheme of things, everyone stay prepared, be ready for whatever's coming to your way, and continue to mind your game. All right, thank you all for joining me today. I hope I spoke to some, and if not all, that'd be great. Leave a comment, your thoughts, maybe if you have a different strategy, or maybe if you even have a question, drop it in the comments. We love the feedback. We really need it for this class that I'm in. So have a good one. Mind your game. One last thing, I know this was just a video of me talking and kind of getting a one-on-one with us and our fans, but I just really think this is necessary, that we can build some type of relationship for all our student athletes out there who are dealing with things, because it is real and it is tough. So please reach out and have an awesome one.